respectively, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Titans going up against the Ravens. With that, let's get you up to M&T Bank Stadium. On the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This will be fielded at the 8, and he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Oh, Brandon, this one hurts my heart as a former defensive back. Out in the open field, you've got a chance to get down this receiver. Instead, he breaks through you. You'll hear about this in the film room and from your teammates.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
The slot man in motion right. They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll give the Ravens a first down.
All right, here we go.
Perriman in motion right. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Perriman in motion right. Now Mostert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Send a tight end in motion left. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They give this time to the tailback. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us, and then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line, and they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll drop to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
C.J. Mosley's your prototypical Alabama linebacker. They'll come downhill and smack you, but they understand the game so well.
Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on 3rd down.
Here we go!
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go!
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. On now is the Titans punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And the Ravens taking the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's Mostert. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
This is fielded at the 27. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes a really good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. On now is the Titans punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time out there to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained. From it.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. On now is the Titans punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They go play action here on first down. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They come out here in the eye. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. To play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd and in short, going with their tight end. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going to throw right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. He'll drop to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And now the Raven defense is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Here we go. Ohio. Flex round.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT. And this one caught by Max Williams. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it's good enough for a Baltimore first down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. Can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up. Second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. And the wide out in motion. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Green, 39. Over.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And he motions the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
This is taken at about the 14. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down.
Here we go.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Well, the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Let's go! Let's go!
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go!
They'll throw now on the final play. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll bring him down at the 27. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Here we go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Ohio.
Play clock winding down.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Again, we'll see the pistol here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And they'll run it here. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And quickly, they get to the line. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And he's got his man in.